It all happened in a matter of seconds.
There is no pulse. He is not breathing.
Nurse Amy Sumoro is driving down a busy Ocala road when she sees another driver having a heart attack.
Open that back door.
She gives him CPR until Deputy Alan Lee gets to the scene to help.
If you need me to switch, you let me know.
Rescuers say the duo saved Jason Keegan's life. And this morning we have Jason Keegan, his wife Rosemary, Amy Lynn, the nurse, and Marion County Deputy Alan Lee, all of us joined together on the couch for the first time. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Jason, we'll start with you, my friend. How are you feeling?
Getting there.
Yeah. You sat down on this couch, you scared me for a second because you went, what's wrong?
Yeah.
You've got broken ribs.
Yeah.
What else you got going on in there?
A stent.
Yeah, of course.
For the stent.
Yeah.
The valve. But just uncomfortable.
Is it the TV cameras and me? No. I'm glad you're here, no doubt. What say you today? How you feeling?
Feel good. It's been a roller coaster. A lot of emotions the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Lots of stress, but I'm extremely happy and grateful.
All right, Nurse Amy Lynn, I want you to take me back to that day because I want to make sure that people understand what a convergence of events this was. You were at a red light in Ocala, and next to you at a red light, at the same red light, was Jason. Take us back to that moment.
I noticed that it looked like, at first I thought it was a car accident, but I noticed Jason hadn't rolled his window down. So I thought that was either very angry or very weird. Rolled my window down and said, "Is everything okay?" to the gentleman that was stopped. And he said, "I don't think he's okay. I think this is a medical emergency." And instantly I turned into a nurse instead of going home. And got out, went around to the far side. Jason's daughter opened the car for me, and I got in and assessed him and noticed that this was an emergency and we needed to do something.
And you knew right away something was wrong. Did you know it was a heart attack at that point?
He had no pulse and he had no respirations, so I knew CPR needed to start right now.
Okay. While this is happening, the deputies drive in the other direction on that same road. And did you see what was happening, or did you flag him down? How'd that work?
No, as I was approaching the light, and to make the turn, I was making a right turn, and they were on the opposite direction at the red light. I noticed someone giving the driver of the vehicle CPR. So that's not normal at a red light. You don't see that every day. So I stopped and felt the need to try to help out the best that I could, and not realizing how much further we needed to go with it.
What happened then? Did you call an ambulance, or how did you help?
Yeah, I immediately told my dispatch on the radio that we've got someone giving CPR in this vehicle, and I'm going to assist, and we need medics ASAP.
When you were performing CPR, were you hopeful? Were you seeing signs of life?
I could tell that he still had good color, so that it hadn't been a long time he hadn't been in the car, and obviously there wasn't a crowd, so it wasn't like he had been sitting in the car for a while, so I was very hopeful. When I saw that he was very young, I was like, okay, this is something we can fix.
Now, Rosemary, you, the wife, you're 10 minutes away at your job, which happens to be?
Ocala Regional Hospital.
Yeah, a cardiac nurse.
A cardiac nurse, yes.
So who called you?
A gentleman who had also stopped, named Lewis, had my daughter, and she, in a moment of, I don't know how you knew to say to call his family. He called me, my daughter gave him my phone number, and called me and said, "Your husband's in cardiac arrest and they're doing CPR right now."
And what'd you do?
Dropped everything and ran.
Yeah, I bet.
So I ran, made phone calls, called the cardiologist, called everybody and their mother to come meet him at the hospital. And if it wasn't for these two, their quick action and thinking, starting CPR effectively, immediately, he would not be standing here. And I'm trying not to cry.
Yeah, I hear you.
Anyway, so I'm very grateful.
Oh. And you had your daughter in the back seat when all of this was happening.
Yes.
How's she doing with all the trauma?
She's fine. Her daughter's completely distracted her.
I knew that she couldn't be in the car while I was doing CPR, and seeing that. And my children were in the back seat as well, my two girls. And I said, take her to the side, kind of distract her so that we can take care of her dad and she doesn't need to watch.
Jason, do you believe in angels?
Yes.
You're sitting next to 3 of them right there. Anything you want to say to them?
Thank you very much for saving my life.
Absolutely. every day.
Never stop CPR.
No. Keep pumping, like I said.
Keep pumping.
Keep
It's a
pumping.
lesson for all of us to get certified and practice, because you never know when you might pull up next to a Jason,
Absolutely.
right?
Anywhere at any time.
It's an honor to meet all of you. Thank you for your time this morning. And Jason, I'm glad you are sitting here breathing next to us. I really am. Thank you. Deputy,
Thank you.
Rosemary.
Thank you very
Emily.
much.
All right.